There are many mysteries in this world. What happened to D.B. Cooper? Who was Jack the Ripper? Why do they call it oven when you off in the cold food, off out hot eat the food? But none are as gripping as how does CatDog poop? I've watched every single episode, and in this video I will give you that answer, because I like overthinking small, inconsequential details in shows aimed for kids. I'm nearly 40. Launched in 1998, CatDog is an animated show about a cat named Cat and a dog named Dog, who are joined in the middle, conjoined together as unlikely brothers. Hijinks ensue.
2 heads are more than one!
But as we're looking at a two-headed creature with no butt, inevitably we will wonder, how can they poop?
In CatDog, when a cat poops, what does it come out of the dog's mouth?
How do they defecate?
It's a kid's book!
How do we go to the bathroom?
Nickelodeon themselves released a video in 2016 addressing this and brings up 3 potential theories. Regurgitation. What goes in one side comes out the other. Zero waste. There is no poop. It's all broken down internally. Or independent holes. They each have their own way of pooping. So let's discuss each theory with the evidence presented in the show itself and finally solve this mystery.
I thought we were gonna keep that a secret forever!
In the intro sequence, Cat licks his fur, which causes Dog to spit out a fur ball. This would make CatDog basically a walking tube, and this definitely is used as a recurring gag. Dog drinks water, Cat spits it out like a water hose. Cat swallows malt balls, which Dog fires out like pellets. The way they climb this rope? I hate that a lot. They've swallowed and regurgitated things alive. They've even swallowed themselves.
Hey, CatDog! Never mind.
This is from the episode Fishing for Trouble. Cat has eaten Dog's pet fish and climbs inside Dog to retrieve it. So if their body is tube-like, couldn't Cat have just waited for Dog to spit the fish out again? In fact, whilst inside of himself, Cat gives up the search, saying,
Oh, what's the use? She's probably fully digested by now.
So they do digest their food, otherwise they'll just be regurgitating everything that goes through them, which would be the only thing in this show that doesn't make sense.
Hey! You're eating so fast, you're giving me the hiccups!
There's a few occasions where Dog will eat something spicy like red hot chilies, which will cause Cat to spew out fire. One episode in fact centers on their ability to do this, which sounds like the tube theory at work, passing from one half to the other, except this must mean the food was digested. We get to look at their insides and can see the digestion at work. And this applies to eating soap, spitting out bubbles, eating cake, spitting out candles, and in one instance, where Dog became a vampire, eating garlic directly affects him. So they must be able to actually eat, or they'll always, or never, feel hungry. There's many instances of overeating leading to weight gain. Sometimes when Dog eats, they both gain weight. Sometimes when Dog eats, only he gains weight. And on rare occasions, when Dog eats, only Cat gains weight. But it must mean the food stays in them, right? Otherwise it would just fall out again.
You know what that stuff does to our insides, Dog?
I think while they have the ability to allow things to go in one side and out the other if they want to, they could also just consume food normally. Well, normal for them. So maybe the question isn't how CatDog poops, but does CatDog poop at all? So, while I was making this video, there was no complete collection for CatDog available in my country. So I imported this collection from Germany, which was fine. It still has English language. The German only really pops up on title cards, such as
Die, incel!
But then I find out this isn't even the complete collection. It's missing like the last 10 episodes. So to help me, I turned to this video's sponsor, Just Watch, who are also based in Germany. Fun fact. The Just Watch app lets you search streaming services like Netflix and Disney+. So if you're still trying to figure out which streaming service has what TV show or what movie, the Just Watch app will be your ultimate streaming guide. And it's free. It helps you keep track of what you're watching. So instead of having like 3 different watch lists on 3 different services, it's all here in one place. It's updated daily so you don't miss anything. And if the thing you're looking for isn't on a streaming service yet, you can be notified when it is. Aha! There's all the CatDog episodes I was missing on Apple TV and Amazon. So check the link in the description for the Just Watch app on iOS and Android. And again, it's free. Thanks to Just Watch, I'm now caught up on all the missing episodes and I can get back to the video. There's no time to waste. Speaking of no waste... In cartoons, we generally don't see characters like Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse pooping, and there's plenty of instances where the cartoon logic of the show skews away from heavy realism. So the question is, does poop even exist?
Poop is funny.
What if, in this universe where a cat and a dog can become conjoined twins, they also exist in a universe where poop doesn't even happen? Basically, does anything in CatDog's world poop? There are sewers, rest stops, and toilets. There's also litter trays for the cat characters and fire hydrants for the dogs.
Once a dog puts his special scent on a hydrant, no other dog can use it.
But that may just be limited to pee, which we'll get back to. But what if there's still no poop? Well, there's this parrot that's seen pooping, there's bags of manure, and sometimes things...
Smells like dookie.
Obviously, they are limited to how much they can actually truly show, but it still at least confirms the presence of poop in the CatDog universe. But what about CatDog themselves?
We're just an ordinary two-headed cat dog.
After all, despite having ancestors throughout history, they are a unique species.
We're probably the only two-headed creature on this particular planet.
Maybe they're the exception to the rule. Maybe there's a black hole in their stomach and everything they consume just disappears without any waste. In the Golden Hydrant, they find the Holy Grail for dogs, and despite its value, Dog is desperate to pee on it.
Hug, the Golden Hydrant is legendary. People will pay a fortune to see it. And you want to whiz on it?
Note the way Dog cocks his front leg in order to pee? CatDog must produce waste of some kind to even be able to produce urine. Also, does this mean they pee out their armpits? It could be a cloaca. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about cloacas. So we know they pee, but do they poop? Maybe they just don't. Face mites don't poop. They store waste in their intestines their entire lives until they die, which feels like they'll be quite a burden, but given that they only live for a few weeks, it isn't really all that much baggage for them to carry. How CatDog's body even works at all is something of a mystery. Despite being shown to be connected at the spine, they can still stretch and twist their body around. But given they remain generally the same size, they're probably not storing it all up inside them like a face might. Maybe they expel waste in other ways, like snot or shedding their fur. Maybe, like a jellyfish, they poop out of their own mouths, a subversion to the previous regurgitation theory. Or, indeed, this is obviously just a cartoon, and they don't poop. It's hard to argue with that. Unless...
Easy on the hot sauce, dog. It may be going in your mouth, but remember, it has to pass through our colon.
They have a colon. And like my father always says, if it has a colon, it probably has a rectum. But where? CatDog's body seems pretty evenly divided, the cat half and the dog half. And despite being a hybrid, they still act like a cat and a dog. Cat hates water and dog loves chasing things. Classic odd couple stuff.
This isn't the way to resolve our differences. But this is...
And unlike the tube theory, there's instances where only one side is affected by something they ate. For example, in the episode Pumped, Dog becomes hooked on the taste of Choco Muscle protein shake, which results in him gaining muscles, but not Cat. There's also many occasions where Cat and Dog are shown to have individual internal organs. They obviously have individual brains, hearts, and lungs. Cat can be pummeled and beaten up whilst Dog doesn't feel a thing. Dog can become ill without it affecting Cat. And it's even implied they have separate souls, and one half can die. That's creepy as shit. So maybe they also each have a means to poop from within their respective half of the body. We already know they each have a means to pee.
He wets the bed.
Oh, I told you that was a glass of lemonade!
And this other dog character appears to sniff Dog's armpit in a similar fashion to how dogs in general sniff each other's butts. They appear to be two separate individual bodies who only so happen to be connected in the middle.
Dog, where are you? Oh, there you are.
However, CatDog are shown to share some body parts. They shared a spleen at one point.
Remember that time you donated our spleen to science?
Please don't bring that up.
In the episode Teeth for Two, it's shown that the damage done to the teeth on one side actually affects the other. So in more ways than one, they are connected together. We know they share a colon.
I have to go.
I happen to know for a fact that you don't.
And it's confirmed multiple times they share a stomach.
You share a stomach. Fascinating.
Given that they share so much of their digestive system, it doesn't make much sense that it will then divide itself up to independent wholes. So now we have to throw out all the theories that Nickelodeon themselves have suggested. And it was this that led to a breakthrough. My theory is that pooping for CatDog is a shared effort.
We'll even show you how we go P-O-T-T-I-E.
In Sweet and Lola, we see CatDog finally use their litter tray and hydrant. They both breathe a heavy sigh of relief before being interrupted.
Chapter 1. How CatDog go to the bathroom.
This could have been just them peeing, given that dogs don't traditionally poop on a fire hydrant. But we've seen Dog cock his leg when he goes to pee, and here, both his legs are down. A strong sign of pooping, but there was still no proof. Until, in CatDog's booty, CatDog travels under the sea to search for long-lost treasure. At one point, they're grabbed by an octopus, which causes Dog to... He farts. An underwater bubble emerges from CatDog's center and pops with a stink that grosses out the octopus. And it's not just Dog's half, because Cat is seen straining too. And unlike peeing, this seems to be a thing they have to work together to do. Because maybe they also share an exit.
So that's how those rascals do it. I hate public restrooms.
It's hard to say this with any real certainty, since, presuming this is placed around the center of their body, it's unclear which side it would even be on. CatDog's body twists and contorts around in every episode, so it could be just wherever and whenever it's needed. Hell, the spots on their body seem to act like little pouches anyway. Maybe one of them is an ostomy pouch. Ileostomies and colostomies create a stoma, a part of the intestine that surgically redirects waste out of the body and into a pouch. And this would make a lot of sense for a character that has no butt.
We don't want to fall on our non-existent butt in front of everyone, do we?
It's obviously wildly speculative, but given that CatDog could be perceived as living happily with a medical condition, not despite it, it could be quite fitting. But so what? Why does this matter? It doesn't. It's on us trying to apply too many real-world aspects to what is ultimately just meant to be a fun time. But it does speak to an underappreciated part of cartoons, where even when the silliest and strangest things happen, there's still an internal logic in there somewhere. It may be flexible, but it's vital for making fun and wacky shows work. Because if we know what the rules of the world are, then we'll know how to bend them.
That about wraps it up, folks.
And so, I have finally conquered my white whale. And on to the next and greatest unsolved mystery of all time. Where do babies come from?
Hi-ho diggity!
Shout out to this month's patrons, including Ashley Kinder, Lyra Faye, Drifter Wolf, Vinny Vex, Rusty Robot, Sloan Schoolcraft, Leif Andromeda, Mel Alcasemi, Setsune Wave, Ashley Bird McCarthy, Ninja Squid 2000, Nathan Chawinati, Brett Halford, Aaron is Chummy, Clam Wamsley, Jake Pinkerton, Matthew Smith, Joe Wood, Louis Weston, Liam Deeney, Joel the Gay Noodle Jennings, Mark Cunner, Decker Dane, and Volts of Extoff. And if you would like to support me, then please consider doing so on Patreon.